Hi everybody, my name is Jessica Holyfield. I am a professional dancer, professional dance choreographer, and dance educator based out of the southeast of the United States. And we are going to be taking a look at some excerpts from the first episode of Street Dance Girl Fighter Season 1. I've been doing a full episode reaction on Patreon with having excerpts from the show released onto YouTube. So if you're wanting to see my full context opinion about some challenges or some of the auditions, I do have a lot of that is on Patreon exclusively, but this is the intro for YouTube specifically with what you're seeing. So without further ado, let's go ahead and check it out. Let's see. It's interesting that they caught the beat that early. Normally people don't. Wow. Yeah.
That's when I grab the knot, throw it up in the sky. Let it come down slow, watch it all fly. Then we head back to my crib for the night. That's how it goes down all night long. She whispered in my ear, said she loves my song. This is why I'm hot, she got it on the phone. Top 10 down low, #1 ringtone. I'm in my zest, like this, like this, like this.
They're doing a great job captivating with just 4. That's great. What are they about to do? Oh, there goes another cap. That's kind of fitting though, not gonna lie, because I think I said that about the last group, so now they're on equal footing is what it feels like. They go push the button, let's see. And they finish. They love that. They love that. Okay, bringing it back before we see what else there is. Okay, so what they're bringing to the table that is slightly different than Nyx is, even though I know they said one of them, they have more of a studio background, and then Nyx has more of a street background. You're looking here, they're being evaluated more on a choreographic toolkit than a street style toolkit. So if you think about it, a lot of the things that are really going to be debatable here is if the overall cleanliness of what they're bringing to the table, are they showcasing their own identity, are they competent within the styles you're choosing to represent, as well as the range, stability, balance, the whole shebang, levels, staging, the whole thing. And they did a very good job here of demonstrating that choreographic toolkit very well. I would say that's something that with Nyx, that's something that they really did kind of struggle through, because if you think about it, it's not quite a street style toolkit. You know, like there's more freedom with freestyle. They said that they were much better at freestyle, which is, you know, that's something that would be really nice to see here on this show, because when you're talking about street styles, the freestyle culture is very is important to at least demonstrate in these types of environments outside of just the choreography side, because if you're getting people who are watching these shows and not really exposed to the dance realm as much, you want to try to provide as much of a full context of all the different types of sides of the industry, as well as the street communities. And so I think that's possibly why I'm thankful that Nyx went in, because hopefully we'll be able to see other aspects of them outside of choreography. And they get to refine their choreography just like Wolflow and Bang Two Brothers got to in their shows. So that's definitely very exciting here. You know, so from the forefront, I will say they did cut a lot to the judges on this. I love that boom with that melt through. Super cool. They melt through. That right there, da-da-da-da-da-da. One of them kind of, she didn't quite build up with her leg as efficiently as everybody else did, but how they hit it was really, really nice. you know. Also, I said this before, whenever they have boom, doom, doom, normally people wait, the boom, doom, and they hit the sound after. They don't normally hit immediately when the track starts because it's so hard to catch the beat, but they did a really great job of catching it. And that's what honestly enhances what they set up, which was really nice. And having each dancer, they just, they approach and they attack really well. And I would say that they worded their beginning very well too. Just before their introductions, they did a good job of not being like, we specialize in these things. They're like, you'll know when you see us. What are some brag about yourselves. We align very well. You can see that from all of their performance and presence is in line with each other, which is great. So I think like how they phrase themselves to the judges really helped shape it to where they know what to look for. Like I was able to really appreciate how everybody was more full in the performance in comparison to other crews who may not have demonstrated that same level because they demonstrated or they showcased it verbally by saying that they have really great teamwork. So it was a really nice start here. Yeah, so you have most of them hit up and then one of them hit down, so they framed really nice. Very clean, and when you operate with 4 people, everybody has to be on top of it, and all of them were, and it was really nice to see. And then like da-da-da-da, boom. So I do like this. It's very clean. She's holding it like, I'm gonna press it. In the sky. So it's just really nice choreography that they have here. Very clean on the shift in. So they went from one diagonal in and then they transitioned it out to the opposite diagonal, which is really nice. And they did a little lock in there. I wouldn't even say the note. I'm not even gonna say that. Okay, nice little sea walk right there. Super fun. Yeah. I'll see right there. They just really have really slight baby cleanliness issues. They're not even issues. They're just things that I'm taking note of, where if they're in unison, you can really tell when one of them has a slight discrepancy of the movement in comparison to others. When you have 4 people, it's way easier to find and catch that. But this is still very fun though. Like this. A great track choice too. And they bled over. Do, 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 do. Yeah, and we've heard this track pretty often. I think we heard it on season 2 Mega Cruise with Street Woman Fighter with Jam Republic. I love that they love to see how much fun that they're having. Yep, so then we have a hat that drops. It's the same note that I've already said. I think it was to Nyx, and I will say it here. Whenever you have a prop drop, that is something that can subconsciously take you away from the routine. Also note, she is now the only one not wearing a hat, so it can affect the overall cleanliness of the quality of the group from the upper body. It's really small, but those things do matter when you're in a high caliber adjudication structure. But here, this is more of a subjective show. It's subjective, because they empathize and they are professional dancers and choreographers and teachers. So there you do have more adjudication toolkits here, but still though, you still run into the subjectiveness of even something this small can influence someone's decision on whether or not they want them. But they honestly held it down really well. Very clean, I love it. They did just a baby slight, just locking overhead there. Yeah, now the timer's going down. 5 seconds. And it does it we don't see anybody push the button. So it's either everybody forgot or it's an all-in is what they may make it look like. I don't know. Because when you look, not a single person's label showed that they were in. But I love how they snapped their necks and they all dropped. That was really fun. And even there, it was somewhat organized. But look, it doesn't show anybody pushing the button. So it's either an all-in and they just make it build suspense to it, or everybody forgot, which I don't think is the case. Anyway, but that's really fun. I'm glad. I just know they're probably going to be in the show. I mean, and based on their background, it's very clean presentation. So those who really like that style and aesthetic, I really hope that out of all the crews, if it is an all in, they pick Hook, because I think Hook, H and Hook, right? But just how their energy, I think, would do well in this. Personally, because they just remind me, like, if you're trying to find like if Ike's like finding the mini me, like that was a pretty good interaction that took place in the beginning of the excerpt. If that was her goal, like so this would be a really good crew to consider for her. But I'm excited to keep watching. This is great. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that was helpful in some way. If you want to see any Street Fighter content, Street Dance China content, K-pop content, or dance content of the like, I have all of it on Patreon, as well as a ton of it here on YouTube. If there's something that you want me to react to specifically, I have options on Patreon that you can go and check out, because the holiday season is coming up. It's a really great opportunity. I may have some special discounts and special opportunities depending on what tier you choose to join that could hopefully keep spreading the holiday cheer through the end of 2023. I'm Jess, and I will catch you on the flip side. Bye.